Thanks for stopping by. I'm going to go right into this and not spend any time talking about fluff. We're looking at two light fixtures. The first one is the Malibu 8301-9601-01. This light fixture was built by the Malibu company as a 50 watt maximum halogen light fixture. So pretty old technology. Malibu went out of business in about 2014 and everything went to auction. So there's a whole bunch of these still all over the internet from that auction. And guess to say they're at least 8 years old, maybe older. And they use old technology, and we're going to kind of look at it. The light fixture here on the right is very different. This is the light fixture we replaced that with. It's been very successful. I think the big thing is it's less expensive. In a minute you're going to see how it's a lot better, just as versatile and easier to use. And this is our LED LED-FG1021-BK. A lot of information can be found on our website, lots of details, lots of help. But this is just a physical overview of the two light fixtures. So let's talk first about the light bulbs. When Malibu built this light fixture here on the left, they installed a MR16 halogen bulb, 20 to 50 watts, or as we refer to them today as little energy pigs. These are now so unpopular that a lot of companies just give them away to get them off their shelves. But back in the day, this was the light. It produced a lot of heat. And for that reason, this light fixture, which is aluminum, was made really large with heat sinks on it. It got very, very hot. The light fixture here to the right, we ship it with a little MR16. Notice the pins are the same. So yes, you could use this light bulb in this fixture, and we do. But we can also use it in this fixture. And what's nice about having an LED that you can plug in and take out is it gives you, number one, versatility, so you can choose a beam pattern or a color temperature, or if the LED should go out, you're not taking the light fixture and throwing it in the trash, which is a tremendous waste. So I guess that's good about both of them. Both of them you can put an LED in and keep it going for years and years and years. The problem is, and I'm going to get to it at the end, is the cost difference. So I'm going to take the light bulbs away for a second, and let's just look at the light fixtures and do some rough comparison. This one is aluminum. It's powder coated. It's good. There's nothing wrong with that. It will over time corrode. The water will get on it and it will corrode. And being that it's an older light fixture and no longer made, you're not going to buy any parts for it. You're not going to buy a lens when the water gets it all marked up with calcium deposits. You're not going to buy the gasket. You're not going to buy a socket replacement. You're not going to buy a new spike. We'll get to that. This is a composite fiberglass fixture. It will not corrode. It's made out of fiberglass. It's lighter in weight than this one. I haven't weighed it, but it feels like about half. You can get lenses. You can get gaskets. It's still manufactured. In fact, it's one of our #1 sellers. You can put an MR16 LED right down inside those pins. Now if you notice, it takes a little bit to get it in there. You're going to have to line it up and take a little bit more time. But it is a smaller light fixture than this big honking one here. This comes off, it has a bayonet twist on it. It also has a socket up inside, and you can reach in here with your fingers and stick that LED in there. And if you notice, there's a lot of room around it. You really don't need that anymore. Also, we found that the LEDs are a little heavier, so having all that space around it, if you start jarring it, it's going to work its way loose, and you're going to have to get back inside there and push it back. One thing nice about this one is that LED is going to fit very snug in there. It's not going to take the vibration and knock it out and get it loose as easily as this one. I think that's an important consideration. We like this heavy-duty screw-on shade. It goes on, it stays on. I like that feature. So let's kind of work our way down the light fixtures here. I'm going to put this back on. Well, if you notice, I'm having a little trouble getting it lining up. I think the lens moved. So here, let me try that again. Well, I think you might have a little trouble in the field. There it goes. I pushed it on and it went right in. So let's work our way down the light fixture. This one has a big knob on the side. I don't see anything wrong with that. Kind of nice. You can adjust this so when it's out in the field, you know, you can adjust it up and down and tighten the knob down with your hand. I like that. You can't buy parts for it, but I like the knob. Looks like it's not going to break easy. It is plastic. On the composite light fixture, there's a great big Phillips screw, stainless steel. So you drive your screwdriver in there, mount it, and you're done with it. I kind of like that. Either way, I think there's pros and cons. I guess it's going to be a personal choice. Now, working down the light fixture, here's a biggie. Let's talk about the spike that goes in the ground. Now, this spike, let's put them side by side, if you notice, is quite a bit longer. It's a very heavy-duty spike. It's made to go in and not come out. Let me give you a warning. Take a piece of steel pipe and a hammer and pound yourself a pilot hole before you push this light fixture in the ground. Don't grab the light fixture up here and wiggle it around. And you know, it's not a hammer. It's not a wrench. Put a hole in. Put the light fixture in. That goes for both of them. Don't try to grab the light fixture and force it in the ground, because something will break. On this spike, it's a composite plastic, so it's not going to rust, period. This light fixture, the Malibu one, they have both plastic and metal. Now, this one happens to have a plastic one on it, but let's talk about the spikes for a second. So it has a male plastic spike, and this light fixture has a female spike. Let's talk about the male spike for a minute. It has a kind of a different thread, and it's not compatible with anything, and it's no longer made. Think about that when you're ordering. It's actually a tapered thread. So you can take this down to your hardware store, your plumbing store, and try to screw it in all day, all kinds of things, because I've done it, and you will not find anything that's compatible. On this side, this is a standard 1/2-inch thread. You can actually take a piece of PVC irrigation pipe and screw it in there if you want. And we sell different lengths of pipe. All are aluminum with powder coating, so you could actually take this light fixture and extend it up. So heavy duty spike, kind of weak plastic spike. These come in plastic and aluminum. The aluminum will corrode when you stick it in the ground. That's an important factor. The Malibu has their very famous little quick connect, and I've always liked these. They have a little metal thing here that pierces your wire, and they work on a bunch of different gauges, and I kind of like them, but they're going to fail. Actually, every connector fails someday, kind of. What happens is these little things start to corrode, and then they don't make contact anymore. If that should happen, cut them off, use a good connector. We ship this fixture with a connector right now. We're really happy with it. And our connectors that ship with these light fixtures have full videos on how to use them. They're very affordable, they're very simple, and they work better than the Malibu one. So I want you to take that in consideration and check our website so you can see what connector we're shipping with this. We have a quick connect too that's actually easier to use than this one, and the contacts don't corrode like those. Now, the last thing, cost. And you're thinking, well, he's kind of pushing this one, and you're right, I am, because I like it, and that's what I do. Which one do you think is more expensive? This one? If you said this one, you're absolutely wrong. We have it in black and green. It's smaller. It's less expensive. You can use a whole variety of LEDs in it as you wish. That's it. I wanted to be quick. We have a lot of information on our website. If you have any questions after reading the website, send us an email and throw them out there. We'll answer those questions. Two things. Number one, you look at the rest of our videos because there's a bunch of them. And number two, if you have a question, send it direct to support@totallightingsupply.com. If you're watching this on YouTube and you send it through YouTube, we're not going to see it right away. Thanks for coming by. Have a good one.
At Total Lighting Supply, we understand the importance of your time. Not everyone can be a lighting expert. We're not just about selling you light bulbs, light fixtures, and light components. We're also about helping you achieve amazing and successful lighting results in your space. We hope that our video series will assist you in achieving your lighting goals.